Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another episode of This is K-pop. Recently, there's been a survival show airing from Mnet, Boys Planet, and as I am pretty interested in survival shows, I decided to watch it and thought that maybe it's a nice topic. It's a good idea to maybe record a whole podcast episode about it. And I invited a special guest who is also very interested in the topic and would like to share their thoughts about it. So, welcome and maybe introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Nienke. I'm 20 years old. And I'm also a big fanatic of Boys Planet and have previously watched a few other survival shows, but this is the first one I'm really invested in. So I'm really happy to be here.
Yes, I am so happy that you're here as well, because you seem to have like a lot of knowledge. And as I am also very interested in the topic and I've seen a lot of survival shows, I think it's just nice to have someone else to talk about it and share our experiences also. I think it's also for everyone is very different.
Yes.
Even though we watch the same thing. But yeah, maybe let's start with just a short introduction of like what is even a survival show, because maybe someone is listening that is not maybe aware yet of what is exactly. So a Korean survival show basically is like this show where there is like around 100, usually 100 contestants of trainees or K-pop idols that join. And throughout the whole show, it's they're having like missions with performances, and the whole idea is that in the end we have a certain amount of people, 9 or 11 people that will debut in a K-pop group.
Yes, perfectly explained. Perfectly. I couldn't have done it better.
Thank you. And Boys Planet is a survival show by Mnet, and Mnet is just this music television channel that has also a lot of different programs. Like they have their own music show, M Countdown, and they've been producing survival shows for a long time now. The first show I think was Produce 101 season 1. It was 2016.
Yes, that's correct.
Or maybe they have had another show before that, but I am not aware of that.
I mean, they did have a few other survival shows. I'm also not very familiar with them, but I know Twice was created as well.
That was also Mnet?
I don't think that was Mnet.
Oh, okay.
But like Mnet, I think started with survival shows in 2016. Like IOI was the first one, Produce 101.
Okay. Yeah. I've watched also some other survival shows like the how was it called? Where Icon and Winner was supposed to like. I don't remember how was it called. It was like it's okay. But yeah, I've seen that one, and I've also been watching the Stray Kids survival show. But
yes.
that was a little like that was 2017, I think. So yeah,
I found it.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Icon Winner.
Yes, it's called Win. Who is next?
Oh yeah.
It's from 2013, which means that's 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, anniversary this year.
Oh my god.
I haven't been watching this like when it was airing because I wasn't even in K-pop at that time yet. Mm-hmm. But just because I was a big fan of Icon and Winner at some point, I was like, yeah, let me just watch also the Survivor show to see how it went. Also the Monster X Survivor show as well. Also don't remember how was it called, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think I
really don't know.
I think also that was 2014 or 15. In 15, I think the Monster X were debuting.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a year ago, a year before their debut or something like this. Yeah. So a lot of content throughout this whole like those years. But yeah, about Mnet. Produce 101 season 1, it was the girls version, so there were only female contestants throughout the show. I haven't watched that one, so I can't really tell much. Of course, I know IOI, that's been the produced group afterwards, but I think this show just had such a big impact on the industry.
IOI completely took over the charts. I remember I wasn't really into K-pop when this entire program was like going on, but I really liked IOI as well and the artists that came from that group. So I also kind of tracked back and I watched everything back, and I was obsessed with Very, Very, Very from IOI, that song.
Yeah, oh, that was great. Yeah.
That was amazing. Like, that was a time where I was really into like bubblegum K-pop. So I kind of watched some things back. I don't know too much about it, but I do keep up with like a few of the contestants. I still keep up with Somi a lot. Chungha is like one of my favorite artists now. And yeah, the other people where they've gone to now, like I know through 2 girls are in Dia, I think.
I honestly have no idea. I'm sorry.
Someone's in Gugudan. Like I'm a girl group stan. So
yeah, of course.
But yeah, I do remember like it already getting a lot of like, ooh, I don't know if we're starting this yet, but this got like a lot of backlash because they already were not really content with the final lineup and how things were going. The judges were very, very, very rude to everyone
throughout the whole show.
Yes, I like see now on TikTok like the first episode from Boys Planet where they had to do like the auditions, and the first time they're on stage, they said, "Oh, the judges were quite mean," and I'm like, "You haven't seen, sweetie, what's been going on in the previous seasons."
Oh my god!
Like it's getting better. It's
yeah.
Progressively getting better. I feel like, but like IOI and also even the seasons from like 101. I'm getting ahead of myself.
It's okay, yeah.
But they already were like, they said some things where like, if I was standing there, I would have cried.
Yeah, like they need to have I don't know. They just need to be so strong. Going on this shows like in general, of course, like the whole journey. Maybe it's good to talk about like how the program works, kind of like what are the stages maybe throughout the whole program.
Yes.
So basically it looks like actually I also found some when I was also like doing a small research just to have like a little facts or like, just to make sure. I've noticed that like the Produce like franchise, so like Produce 101 season 1, season 2, and then Produce 48 and Produce X 101. That's like the whole like series kind of Survivor show. It's said to be produced by SJ Entertainment, so it doesn't necessarily says Mnet, although as CJ Entertainment is a part of Mnet, so it's like, Yeah. But now when I see Girls Planet and Boys Planet, it says directly that it's Mnet. And I don't know like what's the difference, like but I think the narrative is also like very interesting because the whole controversy about the voting from Produce X 101 that's been going on, like, okay, a little explanation again. In the latest version, in the latest season of Produce 101, that's been in 2019, the final lineup apparently was
rigged.
Yes. Yeah,
yes.
I'm missing words. Because like the viewers saw that something is fishy about the lineup, like numbers going very high with votes, and it's been very suspicious. So a lot of viewers just basically filed a lawsuit against Mnet because they've been like, something is not adding up here.
Yeah.
And then X1 as like the top 11 members of Produce X101 debut, and then the whole lawsuit was like in the background. Kind of like, did the voting was actually racial, or like what's the truth?
Yeah.
And then the producers of the program actually said that actually we did some
scheming in the background to make sure our favorites come out into the group.
Yep.
Because we have pre-planned this entire lineup already from the start of the competition.
Yeah. So the whole program is kind of navigated as like, of course, when you think about it, 100 people, or like around 100 people in the program,
Yeah.
within like 12 or like 16 episodes, you cannot show everyone the same amount of time. You need to pick people that will get enough screen time, that will get more screen time than others.
Yeah.
So they basically also navigate the whole program with editing in a way that some people get more screen time, some people get better screen time in the way that they show the better moments of them, to put the narrative that some trainees are good and some trainees are mean and they don't deserve the public's eye, and like, yeah. So this whole thing is like very also navigated in that way.
Yeah. I feel like in the first instance already, when they get all the people that sign up to be on this program, they make a selection of people that are extremely good and make a big chance of ending up in the group that is debuting from this program. And they also take on people where it's like, oh, this is a filler. We're going to throw them out eventually. They're not going to get as many votes. We're not going to put them in the final edit as much. But I do really agree with what you're saying. Like, editing is such a big part of all of these survival shows, because I watched a video where people have dissected all of the episodes yet from Boys Planet, and they've calculated how many contestants were actually shown from, like, what would you suspect? Because there were 96 contestants in the first place.
Yeah.
How many do you think were in the first episodes were shown?
In the first episode. Oh my god. Okay, 96 in total.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I should reply with like, I hope, you know what I hope the number is, or like what I really think it was, like real.
You can give both.
Well, I would like to say that at least like 75% were shown, because like, yeah, looking at realistically also kind of like that, I know that's not possible to like show that many. So around like, yeah, like 70, 65.
It was 32.
No.
Yes.
32
that got, like,
out of 96. That's like 30%.
I know, right? It was 30%.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
I know, but it's actual screen time, so not like really short jump cuts in between reactions when the eliminations were happening, for example.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was like literal screen time, like given a story. That's also a big thing. Like, Mnet giving these people storylines so you feel empathetic for these people.
Exactly.
They really pick and choose who they give a storyline, or like they get to talk about their lives and how hard they've worked and how long they have been trainees for, because all of these idols within the program are originally usually from an existing company, and the existing company sends them also on this survival show. So some of them, there were like 3 or 4 contestants from, for example, Jellyfish Entertainment, 4 from Yuha.
Yeah, that was like 4 from the Korean company, and then because they have like a Chinese branch kind of the company, so I think there were like equal amount of trainees from the Korean and the Chinese side kind of.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I personally, like, I wouldn't have come on this podcast and talked about like survival shows if I wouldn't really, really, really enjoy it. Yeah. But I do have to like add up to the flip side, because also I said like it gets progressively better. But even during like watching this season right now, evil editing kind of gets the better of me as well sometimes. And I'm like, this is not really fair.
Exactly.
For example, Christian.
Yeah. Oh, that was so... I really got like... I caught myself kind of being very affected by the editing, by this whole situation. The narrative was like... They were having the eliminations assignment kind of, they were in groups, and the global group had 5 or 6 Chinese members, I think.
Oh yeah.
And then one American. I think he's
Yes,
American. Camden is American.
Yes.
And he was supposed to be a leader. He was supposed to lead the whole training and like lead the group. And it was put into the narrative that they would just speak Chinese, even though he wouldn't understand.
Yes.
It was so horrible. And Christian was the one that was shown that he was just ignoring whatever. Camden was trying to be in the conversation, like, hey guys, like, what are you talking about? Because obviously he wouldn't understand. And Christian was shown as like just like getting in the middle of his sentence and like speaking Chinese to other members, completely ignoring him. And I was really affected by it. I was like, who does he think he is? Like, what is going on? Like, I was so mad at him. And I tried, because he was also a contestant in Idol Producer. It is a Chinese survival show that I also watched some years ago. And I was trying to like recall, okay, how was he in there? Like, was he also that mean? I could not recall anything like this, but I have a very bad memory. So maybe that's my thing, you know? So I was so pissed about it. But then, yeah, I like after some time, I was like, okay, I calmed down and I was like, okay, is it really him? Or is it just edited in that way?
It's edited in a way where you would believe like this couldn't have happened another way if you looked at it objectively.
Yeah.
But if you know like survival shows and the way Mnet specifically like edits things to make people look meaner or I don't know, like lazy even in some ways. Yeah. For example, what you've told me earlier, maybe it's a good thing to tell, the reverse clips.
Oh, yeah. I tried to find it, but the person who posted it deleted the tweet. So I don't remember who was the trainee. But in the Boys Planet, there is, I don't remember from which or is he an individual trainee? I don't know. But there is Jiwong. He is, oh my God. Jiwong! I'm trying not to be biased, but like he is amazing, and I've known him before because he's a BL actor as well.
You've seen
what
the BLs you
no,
played in?
I haven't seen. I the thing is, like, I am into BLs, so I knew that he has some dramas, but I haven't seen them. Like, I haven't actually watched them, but I knew him that he is a BL actor.
Oh my God.
And then when they revealed that he's gonna be a contestant in Boys Planet, I was like, oh my God, like I'm looking so much for I was like, I'm looking so much to it. But there's also
a little bit of background story. A BL is a boys love drama, which means it's a gay love story.
Yes. And it's a big thing in Thailand. The Thai BLs are like I think the most popular, but
the best.
But Korea is like catching up. It's still very new, I think, to South Korea, because I think the first BL literally was like 2020 or something. Like, they're very fresh into it. So the first dramas are very like low quality, literally 10 minutes per episode, you know?
Shit. I have watched only one. Okay, we're going completely off topic, but I just wanted to ask you this. I've seen one, but I could always forget the name.
What's the plot?
Okay, it starts off with it was someone riding the bike and they like run someone over at the beginning, and he was like injured and I don't know. Oh, sorry, can I curse on there?
I'm gonna edit it out.
You can bleep this. But like eventually they fall in love, and like they have like a really hot scene in like the locker room. Eventually it's like a will they or won't they kind of story.
And it's a Korean one.
No, it's a Thai one.
Oh, you mean the Thai one? Damn.
Girl, everyone has seen this.
There's so many Thai dramas that I've seen that I really don't know.
You can edit this into an entire piece out if you want to, but
it's okay.
I don't know what it's called again. It's something with love. in the title.
Theory of Love?
No.
With love in the title?
No, wait. You can continue on. I'll type it in YouTube.
Talking about it. Jiwoong, yes. So and he's the Korean dramas are still very fresh, very new to in general. So very short episodes, like 10 minutes per episode. They have very limited like screen time for like time for like the recording the drama and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's very low qualities. I mean, it's getting better, of course, like the progress, but still. And he I think acted in like 2 BLs last year or something, or like I think it was like 2022. So I was like super hyped, like, oh my god, he's gonna be there. And in the first or second episode where they still just like come in, like they still are just like fresh after the audition, and they're supposed to perform a song that they prepared so they can give them a ranking. Oh yeah, that's the thing. And when you come to the program, you have like audition before you get into the program, and in the first like thing when you come to the studio to record, you need to have a performance prepared, and then the judges like give you a ranking. So with Boys Planet, I think it's like stars, right?
Yes. They in the first episode they came in and they could rank themselves based on how good they thought they were, from 0 stars to 4 stars, and some of them were like, oh, I'm going to do amazing. I'm going to stick 4 stars on. And after the evaluation, the initial evaluation, they either got stars taken away from them or they could earn more. So,
yeah,
I mean,
some people even gave themselves like 9 stars, you know?
Oh,
but of course, like 4 is a limit. Like they were just showing how confident they are.
Like Sung Han Bin gave himself like 9 stars, and now he's getting like
top 1.
3.7 million votes at number 1. Yeah. The gap is so big at the moment. Okay, wait,
Yes. So in those like auditions, everyone is watching. So like everyone is sitting on spots in the recording room, kind of. Yeah, it's very difficult to explain, but it's like a huge ass room with seats from ranks from 1 till 96, I guess. Like the first spot, the top 1 is like this fancy chair, you know, in the middle, and then around there are like lower ranks.
Yes. So like the number 1 spot is like a big star in the middle. Yeah. And surrounding that you have places 2 to 9, because the final group will be made out of the 9 highest contestants, and everyone surrounding that is getting a chair labeled from number 10 up until now it's 52.
Yeah.
Or no, 51. Someone dropped out.
Oh yeah, Hwanhee. Okay, let's talk about later as well.
Wait, is it Hwanhee?
Yeah.
I tried to Google it, but I didn't. Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like looking up yesterday who dropped out, and I couldn't find it on Google, but this is the way I hear it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way.
Yeah, but I think the first episode was like every contestant was supposed to have a chair just to sit on it, just to have like watch the performances, all that. So it's a big room with all these chairs, and at the bottom like they have like the small stage where they're supposed to perform the song, and there is the judges, like the judges are seated as well.
Star Masters.
Oh, Star Masters, yes. So when they were like waiting for someone to, you know, there are like preparations for people to perform and stuff. And Jiwoong was sitting with Jungwoo. And I don't think they're in the same company, but for some reason they were like performing together, like the song to be.
I think because they both are not under a company.
Oh, the individual trainees.
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So they were like doing a performance together. And they were sitting next to each other, and Jungwoo, like the camera was on them, like kind of like at those football matches, you know, like the kiss cam kind of. And they were sitting next to each other. And when Jungwoo, I think, noticed that they're like the camera is like on them, he was like, oh, should I, and he leaned to Jiwon, like, as if he was supposed to kiss him, but of course he wouldn't, but like, just to make it seem like it, and Jiwon would go along with that, and they were showing trainees' reactions to that, and there was this one trainee that I showed the reaction of. I don't remember who I was because I couldn't watch the clip back again.
I have no clue who that is.
But someone on Twitter spotted that they edited that clip because this trainee was initially like smiling when he saw that they're like doing this kiss cam thingy, but they edited in the reverse, so it was shown as his smile like dropped when he saw them. So it's like literally a reverse reaction as if he would be like, what are they doing? Like
that's crazy.
It's crazy.
How can you, like, the way you can manipulate the viewer into thinking like, oh, this person, I don't know, doesn't like this. I don't know, it's racist, homophobic in any way.
Exactly.
Like, you shouldn't vote for them. Like, it's the tiniest things.
But it's such like hypocrisy.
Oh, a hypocrisy.
Hypocrisy, yes.
Yes.
Because
really,
that's what I also wanted to say, that I didn't see that in the previous seasons. I didn't watch the Produce 48, so maybe because there was like Japanese and Korean trainees, right?
Like, do you mean like the Ice One season?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's going like half or?
There were also Chinese contestants as well.
Okay.
I think it was also half.
Okay. Oh yeah. Because Girls Planet, I also don't know how it looked, but I was so surprised when I started watching Boys Planet and I saw that they just literally put Korean trainees and the global trainees, like international trainees, apart into groups.
Yes, this is like, because this didn't happen in Girls Planet.
Yeah.
Girls Planet had at the start of the season these three, how do you say that? You have like the Korean contestants, the Japanese contestants, and the Chinese.
Yeah.
And they started in like 3 cells, basically. And eventually they would all get their own cell, which meant like Korean, Japanese, and Chinese, they all got mixed up together.
Yeah.
In like these tiny little groups.
Okay.
So they really formed connections with each other regardless of what kind of team you were in. Now it's really like K group versus G group.
Yeah.
And I do not like that at all.
Yeah, me neither. And I was so surprised that they did that. And I was like, then I would start wondering, like, is it the initial idea also of what happened in Girls Planet? But then, I found out that it's not. So I was like so confused.
Yeah.
Because why would you separate them? And it's not only like in the first episode just to see like, oh yeah, we have half of Korean trainees and half is like the international ones, but they literally compete with each other. Like, it's everything they're doing, it's a K group against G group.
I thought, honestly, the time I was most upset with this was the stages they did in episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
It was so unfair.
It was really
honestly
unfair.
It was the voting and the fact, like, how many points they got for that. Also, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. The points that they got for that were rigged. 100%. That's my personal opinion, because you could see the audience reaction to G group sometimes.
Yeah.
You could honestly, that's maybe personal preference as well. You could just hear like the singing's better, the dancing's better, the rapping is better. And still the Koreans got the points. And the benefit?
Yeah.
So the freaking benefit. Why does that kept coming back? It was like, yes, like the 100,000 points. I swear to God, that was pre-planned to keep more Koreans in the show.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
I really wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Like, with looking at the whole show, like, how is it produced? What's the narrative around it? I really wouldn't be surprised, because like in episode 3 and 4, it was like the first assignment that they had to do, the first like performance stages. So, and they were supposed to pick a song to perform, but it was like they couldn't mix up. So like the Korean trainees had to be in a group with only Korean trainees, and then the global international trainees were with themselves. So obviously it's also unfair in the way that the level of training, like the level that they're on, is also uneven. Some trainees been training for like years, literally like 10 years even,
Yes.
and some literally a few months. So the level is very uneven. And the international trainees, if they're like training not for a long time, and maybe they're not even training in Korea, or like they just started training in Korea, obviously the language is also not that good.
Oh, exactly.
So when there is a group of G group, they don't even have anyone to like help them with the language, with like getting the lyrics correctly and like all this stuff. So I was like so pissed of how they're doing that, putting this narrative. And
can I say something really controversial?
Sure, let's go.
I honestly think this program is low-key kind of racist because, and I have a lot of reasons for this.
Yeah.
I know exactly how the final lineup is going to be. It's going to be Matthew is going to be in the group.
Yeah.
For sure, because he grew up in America.
Yeah.
But he is Korean.
Yeah.
So it is like, this international image, but he is Korean.
Like it's not fully,
It's not fully international. And it's to the benefit, like, because he will appeal to Korean audiences and he will appeal to global audiences because he's like fluent in English as well, but he gets the pass. Like he's not a foreigner, actually. There's going to be one Japanese member, one Chinese member, and the rest is going to be Korean. And it's not going to change. I'm like 100 million% sure. And Zhang Hao is going to be the Chinese member and Keita is going to be the Japanese member.
Oh yeah, Keita for sure. That's,
Yes, I can literally just name the final lineup, and when I listen back,
later.
Yes, we're gonna list our final lineup at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
but I honestly come back to my point. Like, I do feel like they put the global contestants in such a worse light than the Korean contestants, and I haven't told you this before because I wanted to save it for the episode. But my best friend actually applied for Boys Planet.
What?
Yes, he did.
Oh my God.
And the program, this is really shady. Oops.
Let's
go. Then if you hear this, please don't cancel me. 사랑해요. Either way, he applied and the program was presenting itself as a global program. You could, from everyone around the world, you could apply to this Boys Planet. Doesn't matter where you're from, what language you're speaking. It's going to be a Korean survival show. So you're going to have to know like a bit of Korean.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was open to like global contestants because it's labeled as global contestants. If you look at what the first selection was, all the people that came into the program, it was literally people that were Japanese, Chinese, American, Canadian, Taiwanese, and I think Thai. Was there anyone that's Thai?
Yeah, there was someone from Thailand. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
that's Asia and America. And I know, like, I've seen like also a few people on Twitter that were like South American that also applied, but my best friend is like from Israeli descent, so he doesn't look like either Asian or really white or anything. So I feel like this program catered itself to be really, really open to internationals, and then eventually like shutting everyone down and being like, no, actually we're going to put in everyone from Asia and Americans, because if people speak English, they're going to cater to everyone around the world.
Yeah, I think, that's what they mean by the global and international. And I think it's all, it's usually the case.
Yes, and they all have to be like Asian passing.
Yeah.
Because they have to appeal in Korea as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because frankly, sometimes Koreans are a bit colorists, because why would you whitewash your idols constantly?
Yeah. But yeah, with that as well. But during the not eliminations, but like the performances where people were voting for K group, for G group, and like all that, I was also like watching it, and I don't remember exactly like which group was which song and all that, but I was just sometimes so sure like, oh my god, G group was like way better than K group, like they need to win, but they wouldn't. Like the only G group that won was Kill This Love, right? Because it had Matthew.
Keita was also in there.
Keita, yeah.
Wait, Kill This Love had like Keita, Chen Kwanjui, Min, Matthew, Wang Jihao, and Zhang Hao.
Yeah, it's like really strong team because they're all like kind of in the top.
Yeah.
So that was kind of, it was the most realistic, and because I'm not saying that maybe that was like rigged or something, but it could be because they are the ones that people like the most.
Yeah.
So they would be like, okay, let's just put this one G group to win, you know? But the rest, they had no chances. And it just...
One thing to add to this, Love Me Right. I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yes, because I get why K group won. I get it.
Yeah.
Sure. But G group
was
so good.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every day I hear in my head like, no, nigga.
Yeah, the high note was so good.
Every day in the shower. I swear to God. That was so good. But like Wumuti was in there. Anthony was in there. Dang Hon Hai was in there. Like it was also
a
like
strong team.
Really strong team.
Yeah.
Like K group won by a landslide.
Yeah.
How in the hell was that possible? Like, I don't know.
I don't know either. But
like,
also
Lee Hotek is like a really big
exactly.
fan base. So.
I wanted to say, because Hotek is a contestant. He's a Pentagon member. He's a leader of Pentagon. And he literally just came out of military and they put him in the show. And honestly, when I heard that he's a contestant, I was so shocked.
Yeah, me too.
Like, how is he? He's a producer. He was a producer of Energetic for 101. That is the group that debuted from Produce 101 Season 2 in 2017. He produced this song for them. He was in the show as a mentor, as how is this possible that now he's in the program as a contestant when he's supposed to be, he could be the Star Master.
Or like a solo artist, or like he is vocally strong enough to like build a career on his own. Like he doesn't need this program.
Exactly. So I'm just like, because when when the first episode was like aired, I think they even pushed him to the second episode, like waited till the second episode to show him. So I don't remember. Or at the end of the first episode.
Oh yes, it was like the cliffhanger.
Yeah, like oh my god, to watch the next episode.
Yes.
And I actually cried. I didn't know that it's gonna affect me so much, but it makes sense because I was with Pentagon when they had their debut, and I was just, it is. I don't know. It made me emotional. Because he cried, so he cried, so I cried.
Oh, when they did what
Shine,
did they do Shine? Yes.
So like other trainees that were doing their like the how's it called? Like evaluation,
the audition kind of
performance,
the first performances they did.
Yeah. It was like someone performed Shine, and he cried because this is a Pentagon song from 2018, and this was basically the peak of their career. Like everyone is so was obsessed with the song, and it's still like very strong. Like everyone knows the song, everyone knows
it's like
the dance.
An iconic K-pop song.
Exactly.
You probably know it as well. If you're listening to this podcast, if you've came this far into the episode, you know this song.
Exactly. So it was emotional for him and he said like, it was emotional to see those trainees because he sees himself and the group when they were like in the peak of their careers, like, like 10 years back when they were trainees together.
Yeah.
And now he's there as a contestant. So, but I have really mixed feelings because he said he took a part in this program to like, give himself another chance, like all that stuff. But honestly, I don't know. I don't think it was his decision. I honestly think it was Cube.
Do you want to hear something?
Yeah.
Yujin
Yeah.
formerly from CLC,
Yeah.
participated also in Girls Planet.
Oh, really?
So previous season,
yeah.
from like the whole real like Mnet survival show, the planet things.
Yeah.
Eugen, like also like a really talented idol that has like had a really strong previous career, came into this group with all trainees. Like everyone was like looking up to her because she was a former idol.
Yeah.
And she has made a name for herself already. And that's also happening with Hotek right now. And like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, for both of these, I think like, was that really their own decision?
Exactly.
Because why is it happening once again? Because I saw it with Eugen. Because I I loved CLC. CLC was like one of my favorite groups at a certain point. So
Yeah.
I was shocked to see her like participating in Girls Planet. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, it's just
But
the
now-
same shock.
Yeah, exactly. And it, like we were like K-pop stans as well, like in like beginning third generation as well. So we experienced both, I think.
Yeah.
Like CLC, Pentagon, and everything. So to see like Huey, the man that I was obsessed with, also in Triple H, also in
Yes. Oh my god.
Retro Future changed my life. That song I listen to like almost every day still. That's
Aw.
But to see him in a survival show, like both of them was like crazy to me.
Yeah, and I'm just like, Cube is known as being a very bad company for.
Eugen is also from Cube.
Yeah, that's what. That's so we see the pattern here. So that's why, yeah, I just cannot believe that that would be their own decision. Like, how would that benefit them? I think Mnet is just using them for views at this point, and I don't know
100%.
if they have any deal with Cube at this point. Maybe that's the thing.
Oh,
They have a deal, you know,
Money.
in some way. Of course, I cannot really tell what it is exactly, but it would make sense if it happened before, and now it's the same thing with Hotek. It's like, yeah.
I've never even thought about this, but this makes so much sense.
Yeah, and I really don't
my
think that would
God.
be his own decision to make, especially that he was just fresh out of military. So, yeah, that was, yeah. I really don't know what to think about it. But I told myself, okay, I'm gonna just support him because, well, since he joined and it happened,
Yeah.
what else can I do?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna support him. But from what I noticed, he was very high from the very beginning because, of course, he is known to be a great vocalist, great producer. A lot of people know him.
Yeah.
But then, either because of editing or any other thing, he is not in top 9 anymore. I think he dropped to like 10
11.
or 11th.
I think 11.
Let me see. Yeah, I have
No,
it.
it's 10.
Yeah, it's 10. So he dropped out of top 9 right now. So it's his position now is very shaky.
I think that was done on purpose as well.
Yeah,
Because some people have ranked so, like I've wrote down the entire second voting results, like
Yeah.
the halftime
Mhm.
results. There are people now in the lower 30 that have dropped so freaking hard, but are loved by the mass public, and especially online. Because I'm also like massively like on Boys Planet TikTok. I'm on Twitter, on Instagram, and I see everyone talking about Chawunki as well. He's in 34th place right now.
No, no.
Wumuti,
Yeah.
42nd. Like Liadam, also still really, really low. But the one that shocked me, I think, the most was, let me find him, because I don't like
I'm
him.
So scared. Oh.
Lidao. He was in the first ranking in place 13. And he dropped now to place 46.
Oh,
The
that
one-
one. Oh,
Everyone
yes,
was
I know
like-
which one is it. I want to talk about him
Yeah, I wanted to talk about him as well.
because I don't get why was he that high in the first place.
Do you want my personal opinion or?
I mean, both.
I honestly think what logistically would have happened is he did get like plenty of screen time and he has a pretty face. He's not, okay, I'm so sorry, but he's not talented. I don't think he's talented. Like, I think people are in the lower 40s who have like a lot more talent right now. So I do think the 46th place, like in the second voting round, is now like deserved. I honestly think it was because of a pretty face.
Yeah, I think they just give screen time and also like those first episodes to those pretty faces and all that. Also just who fits into Korean beauty standards.
Yes.
But then
For real.
I don't know, but I don't really know the reason. Okay, like at the beginning he would be high because it would give him screen time, he would be pretty and all that. But then you can see throughout the program, like, yeah, he is not on the level
Yes.
to be that high and to debut eventually. So his ranking dropped. But then was it then, yeah, Mnet's narrative that was supposed to happen? But then, yeah, I don't know. It's like all very strategic thinking.
It's all really strategic. It's like also Takuto.
I was so pissed. I am so sorry. I am not talking about like, I don't want to say someone is not talented or like they don't deserve to debut or something like that. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to put this narrative into it. But some people, as I mentioned before, there is a very big gap in the training period of time and like just in general on like what level they are. So it's not that I think someone it doesn't deserve to debut, but at this point right now, they are not ready to do so.
Yeah.
And Takuto is one of this person. Like,
yes,
why would he be so high when there was like the second vote, like the elimination to 52 people, and I heard that he's 15th or 16th?
Right now, he's 21st.
Yeah,
so he dropped a bit.
But in the eliminations, when he was, I think, 15th or 16th, I was like,
I think even
how
14.
Is this possible?
I really don't know.
He was
15, yeah.
I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, what? I am so sorry. But
yeah. No, but I honestly think for the concept of the final group, that Takuto also doesn't fit in that. Like, he would thrive in like a group, like not even like NCT Dream, because NCT Dream is like God for me.
it's fixed. Like nothing's gonna change in that.
He wouldn't fit in that, but I do think he would fit in like a better, like early TXT days. Like,
yeah, like kind of like cute concept more.
Yes,
like
exactly.
Very youthful vibe, because he is still young. He's like still, I think he's a baby. I think he is
really
16 or something.
He's from 2007.
16. Yeah, he's 16.
No, he's 15, right?
Well, depends on the birthday.
Oh
but
my
like
God.
this year he's turning 16 sometime this year. And actually, I want to know your opinion about Eugene. Because he's on the second place right now. And I was actually...
Girl.
Just tell me honestly, what do you think?
Honestly, I haven't even looked at Eugene that much.
Same.
Where is the screen time? I do think he's good. I really do think he's good. But second place?
All of it. Yeah, he is getting in strong. Like from episode 1, it was like 3rd place, then 2nd, then dropped to 4th, and now he's 2nd again. So he's like, top 2.
I think that's crazy. I think it's also Korean beauty standards once again.
That's for sure.
Stage presence as well.
I only remember him from Backdoor Performance.
Oh,
because
yes.
that's an iconic performance, and I'm in love with that. And they also went to Studio Chum to record it.
Girl, Jiwoong's abs in 4K.
Sign me up. Thank you for this.
I watched this on like a big ass television a few days ago. I
wish I could do that as well.
I sat in front of it. I was like, yes, let's replay this 50 times.
But yeah, from this performance, I remember Eugene because they gave him this, they changed a little bit of the career for him to be like, to stand out more and like stuff. So that was really nice. That was like, but I am so shocked that he's so high. Like I don't know, he's also young. He's 16 as well. So I'm like, I don't think he would fit.
But I do think he gets so many of the Korean votes.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's once again also like relating back to like K-pop culture. When your idols debut young, they have a really long career ahead of them because they don't have to go into the military soon.
Yeah.
And it's like worth to pump that much money into an idol because they can perform for a really long time. And I do think that's the case sometimes as well with Boys Planet. They look at like the younger contestants sometimes.
Yeah.
But I do think that's kind of problematic.
But you know what? Because I've seen on Twitter as well, like people saying like, yeah, Eugene, he's good, but he's too young. Like he wouldn't really fit in the group and like all this stuff. So it wouldn't be like shade on him being not talented enough or like something, but just, those realistic facts kind of that, yeah, maybe not yet. Maybe it's not his time yet.
No, I agree.
And people were comparing him to Wonyoung.
Yes.
And people were like, yeah, but Wonyoung, like she debuted when she was like 13. And I'm like, and you think this is good for her? Do you see her right now?
Do you think like,
she's so...
Wonyoung, honestly, okay. My personal opinion on Wonyoung, I don't know. I found her really annoying at first, but that was also kind of going with the masses and seeing a few clips where I'm like, no, I don't like you. But I do really honestly think like the hate she's getting, like the threat she's getting, she's 20. She's just as like old as I am right now.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
I thought she's younger.
I heard like she turned 20, I think a few days ago, and where she said like, I will show like a more mature image.
She's 20 Korean age, so 19.
Oh, 19.
So,
like, I'm like, she feels even pressure to say as well, like, I'm going to show a more mature image because she got really shitted on for being childish or immature or acting her age even.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know, like she portrayed this fresh image. Like no wonder every single company wanted her as like the face of the company. She's the princess of the fourth generation together with Karina from aespa, by the way. I know that's not like a lot of people's opinion, but I wanted to say that. But I do think she's like she's talented and everything, but I don't.
Because she was in the industry young. Yeah, she was just too young, and it literally just destroyed her. Like mentally, like this is just not healthy. It's just not healthy. And I know
being
that
on a survival show as well.
I know that they've been like idols before. In every generation, there is some idols that debut very young, but with this, I think because also a survival show, it also affected her a lot.
100%. Yeah,
and then because everyone like got basically obsessed with her looks and all that, and she under so much pressure.
She was like heavily in the public eye.
Yeah. And now literally she can get hated for eating a strawberry.
Oh yeah. Oh, that breaks my heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
So literally whatever she does is like everyone is looking at it and everyone is judging her. So I really don't think an argument as in, oh, Eugene is gonna be a Wonyoung from, for Boys Planet. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think.
No, me neither. I just hope he doesn't get under too much pressure, because I don't know if he's gonna be in the final lineup, but if he is going to be in the final lineup, I really do wish he doesn't meet the same fates as Wonyoung, because what we just like discussed, I wouldn't wish that upon anyone right now in Boys Planet.
Yeah.
Not even the person I dislike the most.
Who is?
Kim Jun-hyun. You don't like him? I don't like him.
Oh my god, I think he's so cute.
I know. everyone likes him. He's like the public's favorite. He's the crazy person from the season, besides like Takuto. But I can't stand him.
Okay.
He like I don't. He has so much like commentary on things where I'm like, sweetie, just chill, please. But I did laugh like about episode. It's like for us right now, it's the last episode, but it's episode 6 right now, where they performed. Which song did they do? Wait, like which performance was he in? Do you know that?
Oh, when he showed the shorts,
Yes.
like, Jiwon, look at that. Was it Gang? By
It
Higher?
was Gang.
I
Yes, it was Gang. Yeah. I did laugh.
It was so funny.
Because it needs a bit of more. I don't know. I feel like Boys Planet is really serious right now, and it needs a bit more energetic and a bit like lightheartedness.
Yeah, but from also what I've seen online, that a lot of people are like, okay, Mnet, when are you gonna show like the rest of the dance battles, or like you know what's like usually those short clips, what is going on in the rooms and like stuff like that, like those small like cuts between stuff that would just make it more fun and make it a little more.
Woonkie with his headset performing Hype Boy in the dorms.
Yeah, and that's
my favorite
50
clip.
seconds, you know.
I swear to God, I
love
that room. Whoever created that room, shout out to you.
So fruity.
Yes,
the whole room is like.
Okay, are we gonna talk about that? Okay, this is now fully about Boys Planet, but like this also happened for me personally. Like Girls Planet was also really fruity, but that was Mnet's editing. Sometimes it was like made out to be like, oh, these girls really like also the fake kiss that happened between Jungwoo and Jiwoong. Also happened like in Girls Planet, like where they set up two people.
Yeah,
but this season, Boys Planet is the fruitiest freaking thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
Like, sweetie, every day I do like the mother in the mirror.
Oh my God, yes. Sung Hanbin, who is the first place since episode 1. He's not actually, I think if he would drop, if he's gonna drop, I will cry.
Yeah, me too.
At first, like, I was like, even, okay, wait, why is he first? Because I was just so lost, like, already, like, you know, top 1, but I haven't really noticed him yet that much. But, like, he was already a favorite person for, like, everyone, a favorite pick. I was like, oh my God, okay. And then I saw the mother performance. So, he's a great dancer, and he used to, like, dance in the... Oh, I don't remember, but you know, like those just dance studios that they post on YouTube.
1 million? Did he dance at 1 million?
No, he didn't. From what I saw, he didn't dance in 1 million, but like a similar like dance studio. So he is in a few videos on YouTube.
Have you seen the Naughty Girl cover from Beyonce? Like, I'm feeling sexy. I was like, girl.
I've seen that.
That was amazing.
And Hanbin like basically went viral because like someone found the clip of it's like, is it called just Mother or Call Me Mother by RuPaul?
Yes,
this song, and they made like a dance routine for that. And you know, like in those videos, they are like usually 5 small like groups of 2 people who perform. And he was in one of them, and then his like fan cam, like just they caught him like as a fan cam kind of, and just went viral. And I'm so glad it did.
I swear to God, my TikTok is filled to the brim with this video and the performance of Woonkie, like with Keita.
Oh yeah, in the dance battle. Iconic. That was so iconic.
I'm literally opening my TikTok right now. And it was Jungwoo. Okay, we're gonna go to Jungwoo in a second. I need to find this. Also, who I think is really fruity, Ricky.
Young and rich, tall and handsome. I say it in my head at least twice. At least twice a day. I'm just like, yes, young and rich, tall and handsome.
Every time I'm holding like a card in my hand.
But I knew before, like, because I think it was shown in those clips, like, before the first episode was aired or something. Because it's just like those introduction videos that everyone has of a minute or like less than a minute. I don't know. And he's there, like, that's the introduction video. So when I saw, and everyone on Twitter went crazy of him, like, being, oh my God, he's like so fruity. And I was like, I need him. I need to see him.
Exactly. I'm like on gay Boys Planet TikTok. Like, it's such a niche freaking category.
Yeah.
Haruto
Oh, yes.
also.
Oh.
I just saw a video of him doing like the About Damn Time TikTok trend from Lizzo, like the in a minute.
Yeah. Oh
it
my
was,
God.
He shook some hips. People also say like, Jiwoong. I mean, also,
okay, Jiwoong is the obvious one.
The one I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
For this entire episode.
Yes.
My rising favorite. And then actually became my new favorite.
Oh.
Soon. I'm kind of obsessed.
I love him. I vote for him every fucking time. Oh my God, I just cursed. I was not supposed to do that. I vote for him every time. He's so gay.
He's so cute.
And he's so cute. Do you know that he's in the band? Like, he's actually like a member of a band.
He's in
9i.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was a contestant with another member, but he got eliminated in the first elimination.
Oh.
I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. Jiho, something like this.
Jiho, One, Jiho. I don't know, like Love Killer performance from episode 6.
God.
Absolutely shook me up.
I want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because there's another member that I was like, okay, I don't know, maybe shady.
Kim Gyuvin.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why is he in the top 10.
Why was he voted first of the whole performance?
I was so sure that he was the last one because literally everyone else, I'm sorry, but literally everyone else of this performance just slayed so hard.
Someone, Jiwoong, Matthew, they
all like slayed so much, so hard. And I was like, this is obvious that Gyuvin is gonna be the last because I am sorry, but he was the one that was lacking the most from the group. Like, he was really, just the performance didn't stand out that much to me.
No, and he didn't get like a lot of screen time either.
Exactly, in this performance. So I was like, oh, I am so curious about who's gonna be the first one because they're such a strong group and that was such a strong performance.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be first? I was so sure that Gyuvin would be the last one.
Yes.
And he was the first one. I was like, no way. There's no way.
Not Jiwoong being like really salty and being like, that place was for me. Or something like, he took that away from me. He said, that's what he said. He took that away from me. Where I was like,
speak up. Speak up, King.
Speak up.
Because that's the truth.
Come up for your own rights because you did deserve first. The opening, like, do I make you anxious?
The way he even trained, like when he was also practicing it with Matthew. But people are actually saying that Jiwoong is getting evil edited, and I honestly don't really know.
No,
because he was Matthew wanted a chance, like got a chance to be a leader because he really wanted to do so, but Jiwoong was like there for him all the time, and when he saw that Matthew was struggling, he was like helping him out, and he was so sweet and so cute, and he even made jokes, but Matthew like did not get it because he was so serious about like, you know, leading the group, and like Jiwoong made some jokes and he didn't even like get it, didn't notice, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, he really wanted to cheer the team up, like he really wanted to get this like positive atmosphere, like don't be so stressed, you know. So I was so surprised that people were saying that he's getting evil edited because his rank dropped. Like, he dropped a little bit.
Yes, he did. He dropped to number like 5 now. Yeah,
and he used to be 3rd.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like
2nd, right?
Damn. Yeah, I think he was 2nd at first. Then wait, let me see.
No, but honestly, like
2nd. Yeah, and then already in episode 2 he dropped to 3 and now 5.
Oh my God. No, not. I mean, it's still in the top 9.
Yeah.
He needs to freaking stay there. If Jiwoong doesn't debut, I'm gonna sue Mnet.
I am gonna file a lawsuit of rigged voting. But no,
Yes.
for real, because he used to be a member of a band. He used to be a member of INX.
Yeah.
I actually really don't know the band. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just saw that he used to be an idol already for, I think it was pretty short period of time. I cannot tell how long, but it wasn't that big of being an idol career. Then he switched to being a BL actor for literally 2 years right now or something. And then he was like, yeah, okay, this is my chance, because he's been trainee for
7 years,
something like very long already.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, this is his chance for real. And I'm just...
Vote Jiwoong,
please vote for Kim Ji-woong. Like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, me neither.
Oh, my babe, for real. For now, it's been all that we're gonna talk about, but we're gonna continue in the second part of this episode when we're gonna talk more about our picks and the top 9 of Boys Planet, as in is right now till the episode 6, because when we're recording this, that's all we got.
Yes.
This is the final, the end episode. So we're gonna look for more, and yeah, stay tuned for the next part of this episode.
Yes. Thank you for listening
Thank
so
you.
far. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, see you in the next one.